Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
We are now approaching the Contemporary Resort Hotel. If you are exiting and would like to reboard the monorail later today, please receive a hand stamp as you exit the platform.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is ResortLoop.com, the gateway to the magic. But this is a breaking news episode. I just found out in the last few minutes, honestly, and we're going to record this soon. We're going to get this out soon. We've got some breaking news about Rock and Roller Coaster featuring the Electric Mayhem. We have opening dates. We have song lists. We have a lot of information. Let's get to it. May 26th is going to be the official opening date for the Electric Mayhem at Rock and Roller Coaster. There might be some soft opening dates before that. If you're in the parks, let me know if you happen to get a ride on this. There's going to be different songs. I think it's going to be a lot like Guardians of the Galaxy. Each ride experience is going to be a little bit different with a little bit of different music. I'm very excited about this. Although I mentioned on a previous show, truth be told, I never ever went on Rock and Roller featuring Aerosmith, not because I'm not a fan. I didn't like the idea of going upside down. So this might get me on there. We'll see. I'm going to have to, we'll take some measurements and we'll do some other things here, but I'm very excited for this one, especially when we get down to the playlist. Now, apparently the story is the Electric Mayhem. They're headlining a concert in Hollywood, the most buzzworthy one, that's a quote from them, concert they've ever seen, with Dr. Teeth, Animal, Floyd, Janis, Zoot, and Lips. They're going to rock the house, but there's one problem. They don't know where they're at. So apparently you're on a tour in the famous G-Force Records, who used to actually be Aerosmith's record company, but apparently not anymore. The guitar in front is getting a bit of a refurb itself. They're really brightening that up, adding some lights. The artwork here looks really good. I'll post a picture in the show notes. They describe it as a ruby red guitar with a vibrant psychedelic design inspired by the classic Muppet car paint job. The piano motif at the base will feature a golden key as a nod to a certain far-out band leader. Now, it's not a Disney attraction without major storytelling, and as you're going through the queue and through the attraction, you're going to notice a bunch of different concert posters. The posters will highlight the iconic band's larger-than-life career, and you'll have plenty of groovy backgrounds to strike your best pose. So it looks like there may be, don't quote me yet, there's still more details coming up, but there might be some opportunity for some different selfies in this place, hopefully with some Muppets. We'll see, but there's definitely backgrounds in there. Now, throughout the ride, there's celebrity cameos. Now, I don't know where they're going to be, if they're going to be in the queue. It says during the ride, so I don't know, when you're spinning in this thing going upside down, I'm not sure you'll be able to pick them all out. There might be a lot of re-rideability here just to pick up all the special guests, the cameos we're talking about. Aquafina, not the water. Denny Trejo, he's hilarious. Darren Criss, Disney lover and we love him. John Stamos. Followed by another Disney lover who we love so much, Neil Patrick Harris. These are big Disney fans in this. Travis Barker, Yvette Nicole Brown, Wayne Brady, used to work at Disney, and Weird Al Yankovic. So this is going to be fantastic. I think a lot of people are going to go just to see Weird Al Yankovic. He's still huge. Now here's the official release from Disney about Rock and Roller Coaster featuring the Electric Mayhem. With your VIP passes, you'll be welcomed inside the recording studio, where, once you know it, you'll find the Electric Mayhem cranking out the familiar tunes of Can You Picture That? As they rehearse for their big concert. You'll be immersed in the story with the first ever audio animatronics figure of Scooter, who's joined by the finest audio engineers, all penguins of course. They're doing their best to convince the Electric Mayhem to stop jamming and get to their increasingly restless fans. But will it be enough to get the band across town and on stage in time? First of all, rock bands are always late, so there's not a huge deal here, but they want to hit the time. Thanks to the newest technological advancements from Muppet Labs, we'll board a super-powered vehicle in the alleyway just behind Studio C, known as the Lengthy Immediate Motion Object, or limo. I like how they did that. Now here's the news I think a lot of people have been waiting for, probably since this whole Muppet Rock and Roller Coaster convergence has begun, and that is the set list. We're going to talk about the songs that will be on the ride. I don't know if this is the complete list of songs. It sounds like it might be, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are more in here. Song 2 by the Electric Mayhem. Born to be Wild, the Electric Mayhem featuring Camilla the Chicken. Love Roller Coaster, featuring the Electric Mayhem with Jennifer Hudson and Questlove. This one I think is going to be a huge one. Rock Rock Till You Drop, the Electric Mayhem featuring Def Leppard. Oh my goodness, kids of the 80s, join with me as we go on a group ride and ride until we hear the Def Leppard song, Rock Rock Till You Drop, followed by Walking on Sunshine, the Electric Mayhem featuring Kelly Clarkson. Strangely enough, in the next year or two, she's eligible to go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just gonna point that out there. I didn't feel old until I heard that one this week, so. But Disney says each song brings its own energy, tempo, and attitude, creating a concert-style experience where the soundtrack just doesn't play. It goes from 0 to 60 in 3, 2, 1. And like any great show, the fun doesn't stop with the final note. We heard the band's been working on some bonus tracks. Here we go. So there'll be some other tracks coming. With the official opening date set for May 26th, they said the band is warming up and the limo engines are revving. So grab your shades, prepare those vocal cords. The concert is about to go from rehearsal to headline act. And it does go on to say here that there'll be special previews for cast members, Disney Vacation Club members, and annual pass holders. So keep an eye out. There'll be plenty of information coming about up until May 26th about Rock and Roller Coaster. I wonder if I have some surprises after it opens for people just to discover. We'll find out, but I'm expecting a couple more songs and the collaborations they're doing here with other musical groups and the cameos in the rides. I think this is going to have a major rewritability, and I think it was the right thing at the right time for the Rock and Roller Coaster. If you happen to get on the ride during the soft opening, be sure to let us know over at ResortLoop.com. We'd love to hear, maybe see some pictures about it and hear your thoughts on the Rock and Roller Coaster featuring the Electric Mayhem and the Muppets and Kelly Clarkson and Def Leppard. This is fantastic. So besides the update to the Rock and Roller Coaster, I want to talk about another thing that just happened to be on the news also this morning is the new wedding opportunity for couples to get married at Disneyland at the Haunted Mansion. Now, they say the prices are going to start about $40,000 or so, but remember, first of all, weddings are expensive as it is, and you can throw Disney on top of that, it's going to be extra expensive. I know it's not going to be priced for everybody. I'm not even going to say it's worth it, but it's, if you're a big Disney fan and you're a Haunted Mansion fan, maybe it's something you want to consider. I popped over to the Disney wedding site just to take a look. This is actually, it's not inside the Haunted Mansion, so you can't go in there to get married, but it's in the Haunted Mansion courtyard. And the website says it's hauntingly romantic. Vow to your betrothed before Disneyland Park opens, so you got to go in early. This legendary estate sets the stage for a one-of-a-kind ceremony and dramatic wedding portraits. They also say eerily enchanting. The Haunted Mansion does have a certain beauty to it, and it's not scary, but it does definitely have eerie vibes to it, but beautifully decorated. You cannot say it's not beautifully decorated and uniquely themed. It says, tie the knot on the steps of the Haunted Mansion, an iconic backdrop for an unforgettable celebration. Say your vows in the dead center of the magic at this eerie venue. Ooh. A dedicated officiant, transportation to and from your Disneyland resort hotels, light decorations, and photography is included, but it sounds like you almost have to stay at a Disneyland hotel, one of the official ones. Which one would you choose, by the way? Would you spring for the Disneyland Hotel, the Grand Californian? I mean, I guess if you're a big Pixar fans, Pixar Hotel would be a good choice, but anyway. Here it says, bring your dream wedding to life. Loving the venue? Here are some important details to consider when planning your special day here. Morning ceremonies must occur before park opening, and minimal lighting is included. So it's going to be dark, and you're going to have probably enough light to see and maybe get some good pictures. I'm sure the photographers are well versed in the kind of shooting in Disneyland at the hour, so I won't worry about that. Disney entertainment, floral, decor, and photography is required for this location. So you have to use the official, Disney flowers, Disney entertainment. You can't be bringing in your own. Don't bring in your own DJ, is what I'm going to say. And the ceremonies can accommodate a couple up to 25 guests. So you, your bride, 25 guests, or your groom, whoever you're planning for here. 25 guests. So thinking about the options for this, for a Disneyland wedding, one, sounds like it could be amazing because I'm guessing, this is how you do this, you do your weddings. Oh, then maybe just all day in the parks. Would you want to be dressed up in like a wedding gown and a tux? I'm guessing maybe you'd have a special wedding day outfit to tour the parks in. And then have your reception that evening. Maybe a luncheon reception or something, or one back at one of the hotels. I'm sure the Disney wedding people would be happy to set you up with that. Maybe a nice evening reception, maybe a nice evening. Do they do like a World of Color type dessert party type thing? That'd be fantastic. So if you have unlimited resources, this is definitely one wedding that you need to consider. So I thought, no time than the present. Let's go over the other wedding spots you can get married through an official Disney wedding at Disneyland besides the Haunted Mansion. You can get married at the Adventure Lawn Gazebo, at the Disneyland Hotel, at the Grand Californian. You have the Brisa Courtyard. At California Adventure Park, the Disney Animation Building. That looks lovely, actually. The Disney Grand Californian Hotel and Spa Ballrooms. Okay, a ballroom. I could see that. Disneyland Hotel Ballrooms. The Fantasy Fair Garden at Disneyland. You can also get married at the Magnolia Park Gazebo in Disneyland. The Magnolia Park Terrace at Disneyland. The Rose Court Garden. Here's another biggie, the Sleeping Beauty Castle Forecourt. I have a feeling that's probably a lot like the Haunted Mansion. You have to do it before park opening and get in, get out. And then the Sleeping Beauty Pavilion at the Disneyland Hotel. Oh, in the Small World Mall area in Disneyland. And the Wedding Garden at Disney's Grand Californian Hotel and Spa. So plenty of different wedding options at Disneyland. Just something, if you have a wedding coming up or you need to plan a wedding, granted, these are going to be very expensive because if you're having 25 people there, I don't know if you're going to pay for 25 people to get there. Something to consider. Those of you thinking of getting married, you want to get married at Disneyland, I think the Haunted Mansion one, there's going to be beautiful pictures from there. I hope to maybe see some, I want to see some wedding photos from somebody. So we'll see how soon these turn out. Maybe they'll hit the social. If you know anybody, by the way, that's actually getting married at any of these Disney parks, let me know. Look me up over there at ResortLoop.com. You can email me, Tim@ResortLoop.com. Our Facebook group, Looper Nation Live, anywhere over there. I'd love to hear about Disney wedding. Have you been married at Disney? Maybe we need to share that story on the show. Again, Tim@ResortLoop.com. Would love to have you on. I'd love to talk some Disney weddings. So I think we better wrap this up because I want to get this breaking news show out as fast as I can. By the way, we've got some other shows coming up to talk about some international parks. We're going to talk about some food. There's going to be lots of other things coming up. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott, ResortLoop.com. You can check us out and partner with us over there at ResortLoopTravel.com. Everybody, you've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic. We'll see you, everybody.